Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, welcome to the Daily Grind. How you doing out there this morning? Good, I hope. I hope you're having a great morning. Hope you have a great day today, by golly, all day long. Let's get crack-lacking. Consequences. There are consequences to your actions. Whether you believe it or not, it's a fact. There are consequences to your actions. When you take some action, you set in motion a set of consequences that are going to find you. And if you're doing good stuff, then you're setting in motion good consequences that you'll reap the benefits of. If you're doing bad stuff or not good stuff, you set in motion a set of consequences that are going to find you to teach you that that's not a good idea to do. You can call it karma, you can call it whatever you want, but it is a fact that there are consequences to your actions. It's natural law. It's set up that way so that you learn, so that you can live and let other people live and let them do what they want. You just can't do anything you want. There's consequences to that. There was a young man I was talking to. He was getting himself into some trouble. His buddy was doing more than getting in trouble, but he seemed to be taking a lot of the brunt of it. So his buddy did something one night and took off, and he happened to be walking down the street, and police saw him and yanked him into the cruiser and gave him the what for and blamed him for it. And he's like, I didn't do it. Well, if you didn't do it, who did? He was wanting him. I'm not telling, I'm not getting my buddy in trouble. So I was having this conversation with him, and he says, I'm just not going to get my buddy in trouble. I said, well, let me ask you something. I said, a couple of times a few things have happened, and you've taken the blame for him. He's done it, but you took the blame for it. Did he step up to the plate and say he did it so that you wouldn't get in trouble? No, he let you get in trouble. I said, what would happen if something happened, you did, and he got blamed for it? Would you let him take the blame for it? No, he's my friend. I would say it was me. I said, all right, did you hear what I just said? He's already let you take the blame for a couple other things. He's also going to let you take the blame for this. He's not going to stand up and say he did it. He's going to let you take the blame for it. He's going to be laughing all the way, all the time. And then the other one is going to be in trouble. So I simply said, here's the deal. You can continue to hang around with this kid and continue to get in trouble by doing it. I said, even if he does something and you don't do it, people are going to accuse you of it because you're with him all the time. So there's consequences to your actions. You hang out with him, he's in trouble all the time, you're going to be in trouble all the time. I said, if you don't want to be in trouble anymore, you need to stop hanging out with him and start doing things differently. And I said, it's your choice. You do whatever you want. If you want to continue to get in trouble, but I guarantee you right now, he'll let you take the blame for this, even though he did it and you didn't. And he's not going to say anything. That is not a friend. So this friend that you are trying to protect is not really a friend. And he thought about it, and the next day he said, yep, I'm gonna let him know what really happened. And he did, and he stopped hanging out with that guy. And a few weeks later, that guy did some really bad things and got in some real big trouble. But he hadn't been hanging out with him for a few weeks, and everybody knew it. And he didn't get the blame for it because he wasn't there. And he saw the difference. It's like, you're right. There are consequences to your actions. And I simply told him, I said, you're in the position you're in because the things you're doing. If you stop doing that, start doing something different, you're not going to be in this position anymore. And the young fellow listened to what I had to say, stopped hanging out with him, stopped doing that kind of stuff, stopped getting in trouble, and his whole life turned around. So it's very simple. If you don't like the way your life is going, look at your actions. What are your actions doing? What kind of consequences are your actions bringing to the table? It's really that simple. If you want your life to be better, do better things, and better things will come your way. Like I said, some people call it karma, but the truth of the matter is it's the consequences to your actions. You take an action, you set up a natural consequence, and things are going to happen. Period. That's just natural law. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Over.